your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll keep it himself. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they can't make the play on third down. The Ducks will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here they're trying to get it to the end. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down, you can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We're just about ready to start the second half. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Starting to feel a little pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's Concepcion.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
The Ducks come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I did not have this on my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
Here's the handoff. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The short hands, it's Lane.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
And the Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. In on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sends it back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to take a shot. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Hunt is in the air. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target.
Wide open spaces. He's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
Big time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.
here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Lane. Breaks into the clear. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a 1st down. There's another example of it right there.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grabbed by the receiver. Going to play enough for a 1st down. The offense set up at the 43.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job. Read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They draw first blood in this national title game. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs to stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's hit as he throws it. He's got it in the open. Here he goes. Touchdown, LSU. They begin to fight back during this championship game.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kickoff.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Gonna run it. It's Jordan.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, starting short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a first down and a big gain.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's reeled in. It's Jordan. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the out route, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision?
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
On the run, it's Jordan. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Muscles past the defender. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. What a catch. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Look. Try to add the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Grab behind the line, it's Coleman. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. And the Ducks will kick this away and get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Now set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Coleman. He's in the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Wide open downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Off target with a throw, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. The shotgun running play call. Breaks into the clear. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Off the RPO, clock to the right. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into...
There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense scoops it up. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This will be fair caught way back at the 5-yard line. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to throw. It's Hoover. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's White. Here he goes. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown, Tigers. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're setting out to try PAT. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Clock with the running game.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. They'll give it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you're trying to run the clock out and secure the victory. Quarterback still with the football. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Picked off, a crucial turnover. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And it comes to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Makes the grab. It's White. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Quick throw. The catch is made. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flank. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You've really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game, final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? To throw, it's Hoover. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. And now a crucial PAT attempt. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
He's setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. And the offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock. There's a 1st and 10 play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's in the clear. Here he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. So here we go. Spot the ball at the 33. This is a 50-yard game-winning field goal attempt. Can he do it? Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied. So here comes our first play of overtime. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
It's a shotgun run call. It tests the middle to get stopped. That run goes nowhere. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. He's got it near the end zone. He's tackled right after the catch, but the offense really threatened first and goal at the 5. So here we go. The offense has first and goal here in overtime. First and goal, handoff. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He'll hand it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
The Ducks are in the red zone. And now the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Linebacker shifting around now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win? How about this? A two-point conversion now with the ball game on the line. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. No room for mental errors here in overtime. So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the two-point conversion to try to win this game right now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. No, he didn't get in. They stopped him. They gambled to win the game right there. Could not score. And they fall a little bit short at the final. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Going to hand this off. Towards a stiff arm. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Motion now from the tight end. Takes the handoff again. Breaking tackles. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Howard. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Oh, he fought hard there. Broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
The Wolverines pick up enough for a first down here. And they'll give it to the back. Takes out the first, looking for more. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the mark before being taken down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
First play of the quarter, the offense has a first down. And now the running back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Barry. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Play number 8 in this championship game drive, and they face third down and short. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Play number 8 in this championship game drive, and they face third down and short. Here's the toss play now, running left. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Michigan. They strike first in this national title bout. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Jordan.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, and this one could hurt you.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Trying to make it with a quarterback sneak. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. It's an important first down on that running play. Wants to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. He made it. 3 points on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Just time enough for one more play in the half. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Davis running through the tackle. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. What a stiff arm. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Movement here from the tight end. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got it with room to run. He's in the clear. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. Refuses to go down. They finally make the stop, and the offense threatening down. First down to the 27. The Ducks looking to run some tempo here.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Here we go. 7th play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
They're down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Touchdown, Ducks, as they answer with their first score of this title game. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Begin with a quick throw to the left. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Michigan.
Important second down play coming up. It's a toss play to the right. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw here. Throws to the tight end. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, that's a great run here by this quarterback to get the first down, gets out of bounds to save himself. Critical drive here late in this game. Let's see how this thing's going to end.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Looking to pass this time. Bringing pressure. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Man, as a quarterback, you have to know late in the game like this, you cannot take a sack in this situation. Now you got to hurry up, get back to the line, and get a playoff and try to regain those yards you just lost.
On the run, he'll let it go. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock is stopped.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, big-time players make big plays in big games. Great job here by the quarterback making a nice throw into the end zone for the touchdown. You go up by 3 here late in the game, kick the extra point, and make your opponent have to drive the length of the field to have to score a touchdown to beat you.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Second down. We're going to throw it. On the move now. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in the national championship in the second half. See a one-on-one matchup, trust your quarterback and receiver, and take shots downfield.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Wolverines! They jump on top here in the final minute. Now an important PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. The first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Pump over the middle. It's Jordan. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. The sure hands, it's Jordan.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock. The offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
Grab near the sticks. It's Concepcion. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ducks. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away and hope the defense can just hang on for a few more seconds. And this one will be fair caught. First play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy.
it.